What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Today we're going to be talking about XEN crypto. This has been the hottest thing on the Ethereum blockchain over the past 5 or 6 days now. And we're going to talk about, is this crypto really worth all the hype? Is it going to live up to the hype? Is it going to be worth something? And in the grand scheme of things, what I think is going to be more important, how does this affect Ethereum overall? What has happened over the past couple days? And how can we project what Ethereum is going to do in the future based on what we've seen with XEN crypto? So I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. XEN crypto, or XEN, the token is really popular right now, and on the highest amount of transactions that we're seeing over here. This is ultrasound, not money. A lot of people have been showing this page. It's on the burn leaderboard. So right now that means it's the most successful smart contract on Ethereum. In the past day, it's burned 660 Ethereum. That's more than Uniswap, more than NFTs on OpenSea. So it's a pretty big deal. Now, why are people doing this? The main reason why people are doing this is because it's essentially free. So this is a token similar to tokens like Hex and a lot of other ones that we've seen, where you're sort of crossing your fingers and hoping that it's going to be worth something someday because it's free today, and it won't be free later. So what that means is you can set up an unlimited number of wallets, go to the XEN website, go to the mint page, and then decide to do a mint for XEN. And all you have to do this is pay a gas fee. Now, granted, because this is a very popular smart contract right now, gas fees are slightly higher, so it's going to cost you maybe $5 to $10 to do a mint here with gas fees, and that's your barrier to entry. That's the reason why people aren't going to be creating hundreds of wallets to do this, because it's still going to cost you a lot of money to do it with gas fees, especially if it's going to be worth basically nothing in the future, if that does come to be the case. However, I think a lot of people are completely okay with creating 1, 2, or maybe even 3 or 4 wallets, getting some essentially free tokens and paying $5, $10, $15 to do it, in the hopes that their tokens will be worth more than $5, $10, $15 in the future when they do receive them. The other caveats here, guys, that come into play is you get more XEN tokens for doing a mint and waiting a longer period of time. So if you're waiting 300 days as opposed to 10 days, you're going to get more XEN kicked back to you. And the same case goes with the amount of people that are in the XEN contract minting the tokens. Depending on if there's more or less people, depends on if you're going to get more or less XEN tokens as well. So those are the main factors. Now, what does the XEN crypto do? XEN, they claim to be sort of very similar to that of Bitcoin, and that sense in the fact that they really just do 3 things. With Bitcoin, you can mine Bitcoin, and then you can transact Bitcoin. You can sell it, you can give it to somebody else can take it, you can move it around a little bit. XEN is pretty simple in the fact that it doesn't really have a whole lot of bells and whistles to it. You can mint this, you can stake it, and you can transact it. Those are pretty much the only 3 things that you can do with this. Any additional things that you can do with it are just built on the Ethereum blockchain that people decide to build later on. So that simplicity and the fact that it's free right now is what they're banking on to make this cryptocurrency popular in the future. They're going sort of an adoption first kind of approach, where people get the crypto and hope that something's going to happen with it later. Now, let me give you my opinion on whether or not this thing is going to take off and be worth a lot later. So as you can see right here, guys, I made a couple of wallets. I didn't make 1,000 wallets with this, but at the end of my time period at 384 days, I'm going to be getting about 21 million XEN tokens. Now, if those 21 million XEN tokens are worth more than $8, then it was a success. If it's worth less than $8, then it was a failure. and what that means, and failure in the sense that, like, I got less than what I put into here from paying those gas fees. So I think that projects like these have come out a lot over the past couple of years, especially when you think back to Hex. I mean, a lot of these projects did have an initial cost along with gas fees, but they essentially went with the same method of adoption first, and then hopefully people will make it worth something and you know, give it a higher value later. And it worked extremely well a couple of different times. You know, the biggest case being Hex was very, very cheap to mint at the very, very beginning, and it became extremely expensive, extremely profitable if you held on to it for about a year and a half, 2 years. And after that, really nothing has happened for Hex. People have been sitting on their hands for Hex for a long time, you know, waiting for things like Pulse Chain and other things to move the price a little bit. But they did get that initial adoption. And then we have had many, many other cases where people were trying to emulate the same thing as Hex, and you had even shorter periods of success. I'm talking like a day worth of profitability, and then everything else kind of fell off a cliff after that. So emulating the exact same method of a success in crypto is just something that's extremely difficult to do. So that's why I'm not really banking on the fact that Zen's going to be the next Shiba Inu or the next Hex or the next Luna Classic, where it's going to rocket up in value, and everyone that got in here in the very beginning are going to become quasi-bajillionaires. You know, do heed and caution with that. But I do think that this is sort of good news. It gives us a good look into the future for a different cryptocurrency, and that is Ethereum. So if we go over here to Ethereum, this ultrasound that money page, this shows you back when Zen just started minting on October 8th. We have had a deflationary supply, which is what we've been waiting for since the merge, and we haven't really gotten. And the reason why we haven't really gotten that since the merge is because of lack of activity on the Ethereum blockchain, and just in crypto in general. So as people are using this, I would say this is not like a giant revolutionary smart contract that everybody's jumping into. It's just, you know, a fad of the week, essentially. And just being a small little fad of the week, we still had a deflationary period in Ethereum for the past 3 or 4 days, which is pretty incredible. That means that in the future, as we kind of wade through this bear market a little bit, and as we start to see more and more activity on the Ethereum blockchain, you're going to see significantly more deflation happening on Ethereum. So I think that this little line, this deflationary line, is going to go down a lot more, which is going to make Ethereum more scarce, which is going to be very good for the price of Ethereum and just the overall perception of Ethereum overall. So this is a very good first test, again, a very good first indicator of what Ethereum is going to do as a deflationary token. So that's what I appreciate the most about this Zen crypto mint, rather than the whole kind of philosophy with the individual token itself. But by all means, if you do want to look into this more, there's plenty of other people that are super bullish on this. You can watch their videos, learn about it, and do some mints of your own. You can create 100 wallets and pay, you know, thousands of dollars in gas fees to get as much tokens as you can, and maybe it'll work out for you and you'll become a quasi-bajillionaire if this token does become worth something. But like I said, this token does have value right now. You can't actually go and purchase Zen crypto on Uniswap because of the people that decided to mint after 1 or 2 days and get a very, very small amount. But the other thing you can look at here is the price of Zen has decreased dramatically over 24 hours, and I think it's going to continue to decrease as more and more Zen gets paid out. And, you know, we'll see what happens. This is one of those things where you sort of just have to wait long term. You have to wait 2 years plus to see maybe if there's going to be some movement in the crypto until then. But yeah, you guys have to kind of decide for yourself what this is going to be worth in the long run. So that is everything for today, guys. I wanted to give you my little input on Zen crypto and just let you guys know that it is out there. But I think more importantly, it gives us a look into the future of where Ethereum is going to be in terms of its deflation. So that is everything for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're not a Patreon member, consider becoming a Patreon member, as hopefully I make more videos and more content comes out. But honestly, this is an indicator also for why I haven't been doing hundreds and hundreds of videos. There hasn't been anything happening. So you can see on the Ethereum blockchain since the merge, September 15th, we've been inflationary because nobody's been using the chain. There hasn't really been any exciting things happening in the crypto space. Now we have had one thing, and hopefully we'll see this line continue to, if we do see the line continue to move down, there's going to be a lot more exciting stuff to talk about. But I think personally, it's better to be patient than to FOMO into garbage while you're waiting for the good stuff. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.